Hey everyone, and welcome. We're going to be taking a deep dive into manifestation today.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that whole idea about like thinking your way into a dream life.
Right. Like you can kind of just make your dreams happen just by like thinking about them.
Yeah, basically. And we've got this amazing manifestation coach named Amaan who's laid out 7 daily rituals to help you do just that.
7 daily rituals. That's a lot.
It is, but honestly, they're surprisingly doable. And Ammonian swears by them. He actually calls his whole approach manifest your life.
Mm-hmm.
7 daily rituals. Pretty catchy, right?
Yeah, I like it. So no more like, passively wishing for things to happen. It's all about actively creating the life we want.
Exactly. We're taking control, people.
Love it. I'm in Carborough. So tell me what's so special about this Amanian guy's approach. I mean, there are tons of manifestation gurus out there.
Right. Well, what I found really interesting is that he doesn't just like throw out vague concepts.
Yeah.
He actually grounds it all in these practical daily rituals. It's like he's giving you a structure, a framework for your intentions to actually take root.
Okay. I like that it's not just like think positive thoughts and poof, your dream life appears.
Exactly. It's about actively shaping your reality. And you know what really sold me on Amalgam is that he talks about his own experiences.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he says after he started incorporating these rituals, he saw these amazing shifts in his life, like more opportunities,
Wow.
a deeper sense of peace, even like a feeling of abundance. It's
Yeah.
pretty inspiring.
Yeah, that makes a big difference. I think, when you hear someone talk about their own transformation, it makes it feel more real, more attainable.
Totally. It's like, oh, if you can do it, maybe I can too.
Right, exactly.
Mm.
So come on, let's get into these 7 rituals. What's the first one?
Okay, so the first ritual is all about morning gratitude. Aming says that by starting your day acknowledging what you're grateful for, it sets a really powerful tone.
Okay, I can see that it's like hitting the reset button on your mindset. Yeah.
Exactly. You're shifting your focus from what you lack to all the good that's already in your life. It's about cultivating that sense of abundance.
Makes sense. And there's actually a ton of research now that backs up the benefits of gratitude.
Oh, yeah.
It's not just about feeling good either. Studies have shown that practicing gratitude can actually boost your happiness,
Yeah.
increase life satisfaction, strengthen your relationships, even improve your physical health.
Seriously.
It's crazy.
Right? It's amazing. I had no idea it was that powerful.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible.
So how does Amayun suggest we cultivate this morning gratitude?
He keeps it super simple. Just jot down 3 things you're grateful for each morning. That's it.
3 things, easy enough.
Yeah. No need to write a novel, just a quick acknowledgement of the good stuff,
I love that. It's like a little reminder to start your day on a positive note.
Exactly. And I think that simplicity is key,
Right.
because we're all so busy. But anyone can spare like a minute or two to reflect on what they're grateful for.
Totally. Okay, so we've kicked off our day with a dose of gratitude. What's next on Amayun's list?
Okay, so the second ritual is where things get really interesting. This is all about visualization.
Visualization. Okay, so like picturing our dream life.
Yes, exactly. But Amashin takes it a step further. He talks about how our subconscious minds can't actually tell the difference between real and imagined experiences.
Wait, really?
Yeah, so when you vividly visualize yourself living your dream life, like really feel it, see it, experience it, your subconscious starts to accept it as a possibility.
So it's like you're tricking your brain into believing it's already happening.
Exactly, and that paves the way for it to actually manifest in reality.
Wow, that's mind-blowing. So it's not just wishful thinking. It's about actually rewiring our brains to believe that our dream life is attainable.
Exactly, and to make the visualization even more powerful, Amaya suggests engaging all your senses, not just what you see, but what you hear, smell, taste, even feel in that dream scenario.
Oh, it's interesting. So it's like a full-on sensory immersion experience.
Exactly. It's like you're creating a mini movie in your mind, and your brain is like, wait, is this real?
I love it.
Yeah.
So how much time should we be spending on visualization each day?
Amayans recommends setting aside 5 to 10 minutes.
Okay, that seems doable.
Right, even a few minutes of focused visualization can have a big impact. It's like you're mentally rehearsing for your dream life.
Right, preparing your mind and body to receive it. It's like athletes visualizing their performance before a big game.
Exact, same principle.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've primed our minds for abundance with gratitude. We've planted the seeds of our dream life through visualization. What's next?
I'm ready. Bring on ritual number 3.
All right, this one is all about affirmations.
Affirmations. Okay, so like those positive statements we repeat to ourselves?
Yes, exactly. But it's more than just like positive self-talk.
Yeah.
Amalkin sees affirmations as a way to actually rewire our subconscious minds, challenge those negative beliefs and replace them with empowering ones.
So it's like consciously choosing thoughts that support our goals.
Exactly. And Amalekand says it's super important to phrase affirmations in the present tense.
Okay, so instead of saying, I want to be wealthy, I'd say something like, I am attracting abundance into my life.
Yes,
Right.
exactly. It's about shifting from wishful thinking to a state of knowing.
Ooh, I like that. That's powerful.
All
Okay, so we're feeling grateful, we're visualizing, we're affirming what's next.
right, so ritual number 4 is all about setting intentions.
Intentions. Okay, so what's the difference between that and affirmations?
Well, think of affirmations as like the fuel and intentions as the roadmap.
Okay, I like that analogy. So
Yeah.
intentions are about getting specific about what we want to attract into our lives.
Exactly. Ahmedian says it's about creating a blueprint for the universe, giving it a clear direction for what we want to manifest.
So it's not enough to just vaguely wish for something. We need to actually define what we want.
Precisely. Ahmedian suggests writing down your intentions, reviewing them daily. And this is crucial, releasing attachment to the outcome.
Releasing attachment.
Yeah, it's about trusting the process, allowing the universe to work its magic without us trying to micromanage everything.
So we're not trying to force things to happen in a specific way or on a specific timeline. We're just stating our desires and then letting go.
Exactly. It's a delicate balance between focused intention and surrender, you know?
Okay, I think I'm starting to get it. So we're planting the seed, watering it with our belief, and then trusting that it will bloom in its own time.
Exactly.
This is fascinating. I'm loving this deep dive into Amalekand's rituals.
Me too. It's pretty eye-opening, right?
Totally. It's like
Yeah.
we're peeling back the layers of how manifestation really works.
Yeah, it's not just some mystical concept anymore. It's
Mhm.
like we're getting a practical toolkit for making our dreams a reality.
And we've only covered 4 rituals so far. We've still got 3 more to explore.
I know, right? Buckle up. We're just getting
It's
started.
gonna be good. Okay,
Good.
we're back and we've been diving deep into Manifest Your Life, 7 daily rituals.
Right, with our manifestation guru, Amalekand.
Yeah, Amelie, and we've covered some really powerful stuff like gratitude, visualization, affirmations, and setting intentions.
A great foundation.
Totally. But I'm curious, you know,
Yeah.
how does this actually play out in the real world?
Oh, it totally does.
Like, do people really see results from doing these rituals?
Absolutely. I could share so many examples.
Yeah.
Yeah, just recently I was talking to this woman who felt totally stuck in her career.
Oh, no.
Yeah, she'd always dreamed of working in a creative field, but she felt trapped in her current job, you know?
I've been there.
Yeah, totally. And she was too afraid to make a change.
Right. Fear can be paralyzing.
It really can.
Mm-hmm.
So where these rituals came in was she started incorporating visualization into her daily routine.
Oh, interesting. So, like, she'd spend a few minutes each day just picturing herself in her dream job.
Exactly. She'd close her eyes and really imagine it vividly, like feel the excitement, the sense of accomplishment, even picture her workspace, you know?
Wow. So she was really immersing herself in that vision.
Totally. And as she did that consistently, a couple of amazing things happened.
Okay, it's like what?
First, her fear started to melt away.
Really?
Yeah, the more she visualized, the more attainable her dream job felt.
So it's like the visualization was rewiring her brain to see it as a possibility, not just a fantasy.
Exactly. And then the second thing that happened was she started taking action.
Oh, wow. So it wasn't just a passive daydream. It actually led to real-world changes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She started researching creative fields, updating her portfolio, even reaching out to people in her network.
That's incredible. So it's like the visualization planted the seed and her actions were the water and sunlight that helped it grow.
Exactly. And eventually, guess what happened?
What?
She landed an interview for a position that was like a perfect match for her vision.
No way.
And because she'd mentally rehearsed the scenario so many times, she walked into that interview feeling totally confident and prepared.
Again,
And guess what?
she got the job.
She nailed it.
That is so inspiring.
It really is. It shows how these rituals can create tangible shifts, you know?
Yeah, it's not just some mystical woo-woo stuff. There's a practical element to it.
Totally. Do you want to hear another example?
Yes, please. I'm hooked.
Okay, so I've also seen the power of affirmations firsthand.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I have this close friend who used to be terrified of public speaking.
Public speaking. Oh, man, that's a common one.
The word, right. He knew it was an irrational fear, but the anxiety was just overwhelming.
I get it.
So he decided to try incorporating affirmations into his daily routine.
Okay, so what kind of affirmations was he using?
Things like, I am a confident and engaging speaker, and my voice matters, and I'm comfortable sharing it with others.
Oh, I like those.
Yeah.
So he was intentionally challenging those negative thoughts with positive statements.
Exactly, even if they felt a little forced at first.
Yeah, fake it till you make it, right?
Exactly. And he committed to repeating these affirmations several times a day, and guess what?
What?
It started to work. The
Seriously?
more he repeated those affirmations, the more his self-perception shifted.
Wow, that's powerful. So it's
Yeah.
like he was actually rewiring his brain.
Exactly. And he didn't just stop there. He also started actively pushing himself outside of his comfort zone.
Okay, how so?
He started volunteering for presentations at work, slowly exposing himself to those situations that used to trigger his anxiety.
That's brave.
It was. And over time, his fear actually diminished significantly.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
So it's like a combination of the inner work, the affirmations, and the outer work, the actually doing the thing.
Absolutely. It's a powerful combo.
Wow. I'm so impressed by your friend.
Me too. He's come a long way. So now I'm curious, have you personally tried any of these rituals?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Gratitude is a non-negotiable for me now.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's like the first thing I do every morning, just take a few moments to reflect on what I'm grateful for.
What are some things you're grateful for?
Honestly, it can be anything like a sunny day, a good cup of coffee, the sound of birds chirping, just those little things.
Oh, I love that. It's so easy to overlook those little joys, right?
Totally. But the more you practice gratitude, the more you start to notice them.
It's like you're training your brain to scan for the positive.
Exactly. And that shifts your whole perspective.
Makes sense. What about the other rituals have you tried? Visualization or affirmations?
Oh, yeah. I've dabbled in them all.
Cool. Which one's your favorite?
I think visualization is super powerful, especially
Yeah.
when you combine it with a vision board.
Oh, yeah. Vision boards are awesome.
They are. There's something about seeing those images and words that represent your desires every day. It just keeps your goals front and center in your mind.
Totally. It's like you're constantly feeding your subconscious with those images of your dream life.
And I find that affirmations work best for me when I pair them with action.
Like what kind of action?
So instead of just repeating, I am confident, I'll actually challenge myself to do something that scares me a little.
Oh, I like that. It's like you're walking the walk, not just talking the talk.
Exactly. And I also try to set intentions each morning.
Oh, yeah. How do you do that?
Just take a few moments to reflect on how I want to show up in the world. Set an intention for my day.
So it's like setting your internal compass towards your goals.
Exactly. It helps me stay focused and grounded.
I love that. Okay, so we've talked about gratitude, visualization, affirmations, setting intentions. Now I'm curious about these other rituals that we haven't really delved into yet.
Right. Like creative expression.
Yes, what about that?
What role has that played in your manifestation journey?
Oh, creative expression is like my soul food.
Oh, I love that analogy.
It's how I connect with my intuition and recharge my batteries, and writing is my go-to outlet.
Oh, me too. I love to write.
Whether it's journaling poetry or just like random thoughts and ideas.
Yeah, it's like you're giving your inner voice a chance to express itself.
Exactly. And sometimes the most unexpected insights emerge when you just let your creativity flow without judgment.
Totally. It's like magic.
Yeah.
What about mindful movement? Has that been a part of your routine?
Oh, absolutely. Yoga has been a game changer for me.
Yoga, nice.
It's not just about the physical postures, it's the combination of breath work, mindfulness, and movement.
Yeah, it creates this amazing synergy.
It helps me release stress, connect with my body,
Yeah.
quiet the mental chatter.
It's like you're creating a sanctuary within yourself.
Exactly. And sometimes even just a walk in nature or a few minutes of stretching can make a huge difference.
It's all about bringing awareness to your body and using movement to shift your energy.
Right. And then there's evening reflection.
Oh, yeah, we haven't talked about that one yet.
Before I go to sleep, I take a few moments to review my day, acknowledge my wins, and let go of anything that's not serving me anymore.
So it's like consciously closing the chapter on the day.
Exactly. And I often use journaling for this too.
Oh, me too. It helps me process everything
It's like having a conversation with yourself.
and setting intentions for the next day.
Right. And you know what I've found? That even just a few minutes of this conscious reflection can really improve my sleep.
Interesting. Why do you think that is?
It's like I'm giving my mind permission to rest, knowing that I've already processed everything.
Makes sense.
Mm.
Wow, you've shared so many amazing insights and personal experiences.
Thank you. I'm glad they resonate with you.
It's clear that these rituals have made a real difference in your life.
They have. And you know what? I think the beauty of Amaran's approach is that it's accessible to everyone.
Right. You don't need any special skills or knowledge to start incorporating these practices.
Exactly. It's about making small, consistent changes.
That can lead to big shifts over time.
Absolutely. And don't forget to have fun with it.
Yeah?
Experiment, be playful, approach it with a sense of curiosity.
It's about the journey, not just the destination.
Exactly.
Well, this has been such an enriching exploration of Amasin's 7 daily rituals.
It really
We've
has.
learned so much about these practical tools for creating real change in our lives.
And it's not just about material possessions or external achievements, it's about cultivating a deeper connection with ourselves,
Yeah.
aligning with our true desires, and living a life that feels purposeful and fulfilling.
It's about becoming the best versions of ourselves.
Exactly.
Okay, so we're back for the final part of our deep dive into Amasim's Manifest Your Life, 7 daily rituals.
It's been quite a journey.
It really has. We've explored these awesome rituals, heard some incredible stories, and even talked about how you use them in your own life.
Yeah, it's been great.
But let's be real for a sec.
Yeah.
The path to manifesting our dreams, it's not always easy, right?
You're telling me.
There can be bumps along the way,
Oh, for sure.
moments of doubt, times when it feels like things just aren't happening.
Yeah, that's totally normal.
So how do we deal with those challenges,
Well, first of all, we need to remember that manifestation isn't some magic spell.
Right. It's not like you just wish for something and poof, it appears.
Exactly. It's a journey, and like any journey, there will be challenges and detours.
So true. So how can we reframe those challenges, instead of letting them derail us?
One powerful approach is to see them as feedback from the universe.
Feedback. Okay, interesting.
Yeah, so instead of getting frustrated when you hit an obstacle, ask yourself, what is this trying to teach me?
That's a good question to ask.
Right. Is there something I need to adjust in my approach?
Maybe a limiting belief I need to work on.
Exactly. Or maybe it's a sign that I need to take a different path.
So instead of seeing those challenges as roadblocks, we can see them as like signposts guiding us in a different direction.
I love that analogy. It's like those detours sometimes lead us to even better outcomes than we originally planned.
That's so true. I've definitely experienced that in my own life.
Me too.
No.
It's all about trusting the process, even when it feels messy or uncertain.
Okay, I'm with you on that. But what about self-doubt?
Yes, dreaded self-doubt.
It can be such a dream killer.
It really can. So one of the best ways to deal with self-doubt is to practice self-compassion.
Self-compassion. Okay, so like being kind to ourselves.
Exactly. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer a friend who's struggling.
That's so important. It's so easy to be hard on ourselves.
It really is. So next time those doubts creep in, acknowledge them, but don't let them take over.
Right. It's like, okay, I hear you self-doubt, but I'm not going to let you run the show.
Exactly. And remind yourself that you're doing the best you can with what you have right now.
And that everyone makes mistakes. It's part of the process.
Exactly. Mistakes aren't failures. They're opportunities to learn and grow.
Love that perspective. Okay, so we've talked about reframing challenges and dealing with self-doubt, but what about impatience?
Ah, yes, the waiting game.
It's so hard to be patient when we're eager to see our manifestations come to life.
It really is. But here's the thing. The universe works on its own timeline.
I know, but it's still tough.
It is. But just because we don't see results immediately doesn't mean those seeds we've planted aren't taking root.
So we need to trust that things are happening behind the scenes, even if we can't see them yet.
Exactly. It's about surrendering to the process and having faith that the universe is working its magic.
Even if we don't understand how or when.
Precisely. And while we're waiting for those manifestations to bloom, we can focus on enjoying the journey itself.
That's a good point. It's about finding joy in the process of creating, learning, and growing.
Exactly. And celebrate those small wins along the way, no matter how small they may seem.
Right. Those little victories are proofs that we're moving in the right direction.
And speaking of staying motivated, it's also super important to reconnect with your why regularly.
Our why? Okay, so like the reason we started this whole manifestation journey in the first place?
Exactly what are those deep-seated desires that are fueling your manifestations?
It's like going back to that initial spark of inspiration.
Yeah, that vision that set you on this path.
So how do we reconnect with our why?
You can write about it, create a vision board, or just spend a few moments visualizing yourself living in alignment with those aspirations.
It's like reminding ourselves why this is all so important.
Exactly, and it can really reignite that passion and motivation.
Okay, so we've talked about reframing challenges, dealing with self-doubt, being patient, and reconnecting with our why. Any other tips for navigating this whole manifestation journey?
I think the most important thing to remember is that manifestation is an ongoing practice.
Right. It's not a one-time thing.
Exactly. It's about cultivating a mindset of abundance, aligning yourself with your desires, and taking inspired action every single day.
It's like making manifestation a way of life.
Exactly. And some days will be easier than others,
Oh, for sure.
but it's about showing up for yourself consistently, even when you don't feel like it.
And don't forget to have fun along the way.
Oh, absolutely. This shouldn't feel like a chore.
Right. Allow yourself to play, experiment,
Hmm.
approach it with a sense of curiosity and wonder.
Exactly. It's an adventure.
It really is. Well, this has been such an incredible deep dive into Amaan's Manifest Your Life 7 Daily Rituals.
I agree. It's been a great conversation.
We've learned so much about these practical tools for creating real change in our lives.
And about ourselves.
Exactly. It's not just about manifesting external things. It's about becoming the best versions of ourselves.
And living a life that feels truly fulfilling.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Hmm.
So to everyone listening out there, I hope this deep dive has inspired you to embrace these rituals and start creating the life you've always dreamed of.
Your dreams are within reach.
It's time to step into your power and make them a reality.
You got this.
Thanks for joining us on this incredible journey, and until next time, keep diving deep and keep manifesting your best life.